Aaron Carter's mom has made a pretty remarkable decision. She has decided she wants the world to see the death scene, where the bathroom where Aaron was found dead. And the reason for this is she is calling out the police and feels like they did not do a proper investigation here, because she is certainly insinuating that there may have been foul play involved in Aaron Carter's death.
And yes, of course, I faced a lot of struggles, and, I had lots of times where drugs and things like that were presented to me. And if, I dabbled in those kind of things, and I partook in it, and it got me into a lot of trouble. And, had to start
ever getting involved in.
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old, because when I did MTV Cribs.
I think maybe when you get a little older, you mellow out a little bit, be a little more like camera.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to get worse.
Morning at the age of 34. TMZ released an exclusive saying Aaron Carter was found dead Saturday at his house in Lancaster, California. Multiple sources tell us Aaron's body was found in his bathtub. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ they received a 911 call at 11 a.m. Saturday that a male had drowned in the tub. They don't know if it was a homicide or what exactly the cause was, other than the fact that he was found in the tub. It's also always really sad to hear, knowing that someone struggled with substance. Aaron Carter did. Not to mention he had a son named Prince, and I don't even think he's a year old yet, or he's right around a year, so very young. It's just heartbreaking overall. My thoughts and prayers go out to Aaron's family.
Also tonight, TMZ has obtained excerpts from the 911 calls from people expressing concerns about singer Aaron Carter, who was found dead in his home on Saturday.
Calling about Aaron. I was just calling to see if there's any way you guys could send an officer to go check in on him. The thing is, he's a very heavy drug user, and he's inhaling computer duster, and he was doing it all night.
Has Aaron made statements since you last spoke to him about potentially hurting himself or committing or anything?
He hasn't made statements about hurting himself, but he's made statements about hurting other people.
And members of the Backstreet Boys rallied around Carter's brother Nick during that band's concert tonight in London. Singer Kevin Richardson there in the band that was playing with heavy hearts as other members walked over from time to time to give Aaron's brother's older brother Nick and bandmate Nick a hug. 34-year-old Aaron Carter was found unresponsive in his bathtub at his Lancaster home yesterday. The former singer and teen heartthrob struggled with addiction and other issues over the years. The cause.
Welcome back, fam. Things just got even crazier in the Diddy scandal. 50 Cent has dropped a shocking video involving the late Aaron Carter, and now the internet's buzzing. Is Diddy really in panic mode? Let's break it all down.
Scene about the things that you saw in the photograph and the things that you've heard happened in the house.
Oh, well, the first day, I got a call. The first thing, I got a call from my daughter, Angel, and she said that Aaron was found in the pool. So then I found out later that he was found in a tub, and the stories just kind of kept changing. But I was very concerned because he had obviously had a lot of people that were harassing him on the internet.
So are you suggesting that somebody may have done him harm? Somebody who was going after him online?
Oh, absolutely.
What is the theory that you think may have happened?
The Lancaster Police Department was there many, many times on welfare checks, sent there by different people. And, the night that he died, Melanie said that there was a welfare check, and there was obviously not a welfare check. The lady Betty, that was the housekeeper, said he was fine, and nobody actually really checked on Aaron.
So you're positive the police did not come earlier in the night?
They did, but they didn't actually see him.
We should say, just for the record so people know, Betty has never been in any way named as even a person of interest or anything like that. So I get this is your personal opinion on it. And if it's drugs, that would surface in the toxicology results. So you're going to know something.
This is the thing that I don't like, okay? I'm looking at those photos. Obviously, people were able to go into that home, his home, and see that. Look at that tub, okay? Look how full that tub is. All right? If you put a body in there and it gets that green or whatever, you put a body in there and don't you think there'd be some water on the outside when you pull it out and you're supposedly doing CPR? I mean, that overfull tub,
yeah,
in my opinion. So I think there's a lot of suspicious. Hey, I know he was an addict, okay? I know that he had his issues. I do think that Aaron did not want to die. He had no intention of dying. And I don't think that he would be doing that much of that aerosol. It's just like, it's like overkill.
We're getting a look at disturbing, never-before-seen photos of the bathroom where singer Aaron Carter was found dead last year. Carter's mother, Jane Schneck, posted the photos to her personal Facebook page on Wednesday, writing, quote, "Still trying to get a real investigation for the death of my son, Aaron Carter." On November 5th of last year, 34-year-old Carter was found dead in the bathtub of his Lancaster, California home. According to posts by his mother, quote, "The coroner wrote it off as an accidental drug overdose. They never investigated it as a possible crime scene because of his addiction past." One of the photos shows the bathtub where Carter was found filled with green water. Another shows what appears to be feces smeared across the bathroom floor. A towel and some clothing items can also be seen on the floor in the photos. In one social media post, Carter's mother writes, quote, "Why are the towels perfectly placed?" In others, she alleges Carter received multiple death threats before he died, saying many people were making his life miserable. She also calls on true crime host Nancy Grace for help in the investigation. And in her most recent post, Carter's mother writes, quote, "We want answers. We want justice. There are people who must be held accountable." She again writes that Lancaster, California investigators dismissed an investigation because of Carter's, quote, "mental illness and prescription drug issues." Following Carter's death, an autopsy was performed, but an official cause of death has not yet been released. Reporting for Law and Crime.
50 Cent is known for stirring the pot online, but this time he's taken things to a whole new level. He posted a video of Aaron Carter speaking out before his passing, making serious claims that of people talking the clip quickly went viral, raising eyebrows across social media.
I love my life. What's wrong with you people? I would never kill myself. I love my life. What's wrong with you people?
Aaron Carter is dead at the age of just 34 years old, and we've actually learned a little bit more into his final moments and what cops found at the scene. So as you know, Aaron's been struggling with substance for a few years now, and cops actually found evidence of that at the death scene. They found cans of compressed air and prescription pills in both his bathroom and his bedroom. We know the last time anyone saw Aaron alive was about 2 a.m. on Friday when there was a welfare check made to his home. Police responded and his housekeeper actually let them inside, but when Aaron found out what was going on, he got really upset with the housekeeper, told the police to leave, and told his housekeeper to stay in her room. We're told she had no contact with him all day Friday, and then Saturday morning she felt that something was off. She knocked on his door to get him his coffee, she heard his dogs going crazy, and that's when she made her way inside. The law enforcement sources told us they believe that Aaron's body was in the tub for quite a while. We're told the color of the water was unnatural and there was a smell of decomposition inside the home. Not only that, the jets were still running in his tub when he was found. So Aaron's really grown a social media following, especially on his live streams, and it was back in September when fans called for a welfare check at his home after they believed he was huffing compressed air canisters during a live broadcast. And during another recent live, he read a text message out loud that he got from his fiancée, Melanie.
She just told me you're going to die. Wow.
So as of now, his cause of death has been deferred by the LA County Coroner's Office pending toxicology results, which could take
day, alleging on Twitter that his late sister Leslie, who died in 2012, him when he was a child. In a series of tweets, the singer explained, quote, "My sister from the age of 10 to 13 years old when she wasn't on her medications. He also alleged I was only by her, but by my first 2 backup dancers when I was 8 years old, and my brother abused me my whole life. ET has reached out to Nick Carter for comment. Aaron claims the question came as a result of his late sister Leslie's mental health issues. He says she suffered from bipolar disorder and took lithium to treat it, claiming that when she was not on her meds, she did things that she never meant to do. As a result, Aaron says he spent the last 15 years of his life going to therapy. He says he's had ups and downs and will continue working on his mental health. Aaron also points out that even though he's been through extensive therapy, he's never been diagnosed bipolar or schizophrenic, even though he said he'd been diagnosed with the disorders on the doctors.
I suffer from multiple personality disorder, schizophrenia, acute anxiety, a manic depressive.
Aaron's claims of abuse days after Nick got a restraining order against him. According to court docs obtained by ET, Nick was issued a temporary order for himself, his wife Lauren, son Odin, and mother and father-in-law, which states Aaron must stay 100 feet away from them. In a tweet, Aaron denied wanting to hurt anyone, especially his family.
Aaron,